going on? Everybody out there, look who's showing up late. Got his keys, just throwing his keys down. Doesn't give a fuck about showing up late. Right on time. Start the show anyways, yep. What's going on, everybody? It is another week of the dumpster fire. The funnest thing on earth to do, for me at least, is just talk shit on the internet with my other shit posting partner, Tree. Are you there, goddammit? Tree.
Sorry about that, I had to do some show prep.
Oh, show prep.
Salute.
Yeah, salud. What is
Yes.
going on? I did the warm open without you. So, good for you,
I
buddy.
told you I had to be on another stream.
I knew you were going to be
Talking
late.
NASCAR.
You're talking some
geez,
NASCAR.
come on.
Woo! How many times did you say woo?
Yeah, right?
I say woo! NASCAR. Have you ever been to a real NASCAR race?
I have not. Unfortunately,
It's amazing.
Pittsburgh never really had a track. Closest one was Pocono, which is like 4 hours away.
It's off the chain amazing. I mean, it's not something that I think I would go to every freaking year, like, you know, but it's definitely an experience. The cars are like jet cars, and when they crash, I mean, it's pretty spectacular. It's basically like a mobile fireworks show, is what you see there, and a big waste of fuel. Like, you ever think like NASCAR, like, couldn't they be plowing a field or something? Like, do they really need to race around in circles? They're just wasting all that energy, man. Like,
It does smell like gasoline. That's really about it.
smell of gasoline right there. Gasoline. Yes, bald, ugly. Yes. It's all
That's a
coming
lot
through.
of ball. Jeez.
All right, we got a lot of stuff to cover tonight. You fresh off of talking NASCAR, I'm sure you got some hot takes left in that in those lungs, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got
You know it, sir.
We got the most bizarre story I think I've ever heard in the NFL. This LaShawn McCoy business with his ex-girlfriend. We're gonna cover that. It's been a terrible offseason for Roger Goodell and company, of course. You know, you got Janoris Jenkins doing shit. You got other things. You know, Julian Edelman getting busted for PEDs. It's ugly. Then with the NBA, we got the Kawhi saga still not solved. Eric Carlson's having rumors sent about. Also with the NBA, I want to talk about Gordon Hayward and his little gender reveal was pretty funny. And then we got the World Cup final. That's set.
Mm-hmm.
France versus Croatia. And the memes have life. I'm really excited about that. I'm going to go ahead and cut this sound off there. And then the All-Star break in baseball. We're finally there. Let me grab... You got any topics you want to talk? I need to grab my Gatorade. So I'm just going to get up and leave like I do normally.
You would. You totally would do that. Yeesh.
All right. You're not carrying the show. Come on, dude.
Right?
Put in some work, man. Look here.
I gotta do work? Come
Yeah.
on. That's some
Put in some
BS.
work, man. I'm just going to
Work.
Why don't you rap? You rap and I'll do the floss. I'll do the flossing back here.
Flossing?
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
you do that gay ass 12-year-old shit.
Yeah. And then
Learn
my
it from
kid
your
tried to
son.
teach me how to do this
Like,
joint where he's
yeah,
like,
nice shirt. Are you
he's
hot like Tabasco?
He's all doing
No.
this stuff with his hands, and I'm just like, what are you doing, dude? What is
I
that's
see
like
that
some-
all the time.
some
It's like
Fortnite stuff.
it'll go away like dabbing.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah, hold on. Let me dab real quick on there. What's up? All right.
How about no? Just stop.
All right, I know. My kid gets so angry at me. He's like, stop, please. And then
I would stop.
I launch him into like a miniature panic attack because I keep dancing. But you guys like it. Look at that. Everyone's laughing.
No, they're saying cringe.
Oh, they are. But you know what? I am you guys' puppet. I will do whatever you want. If they did $100 snap super chat, I probably would have just fucking done a backflip for him because, you know, the dab did blind a lot of people with the power of the dab. It was like lightning fucking McQueen. Just ching.
No.
It wasn't. The magic didn't happen. I get it. But
No.
we got to try. We gotta try.
No.
So, anyway. What's up? So, this Shady Mccoy thing, what do you know? What have you heard about this? You want to set it up? Hello?
Mm-hmm.
I was asking, do you want to set up the story? What, are you laughing? Yeah. Because people are getting aneurysms and stuff?
I don't know. Maybe. Whatever.
What is this? Note that ingestion... hold on. I'm getting...
Yes. Exactly.
I
was correct. I was in the drink.
Huh. Does the stream look alright for you guys? Because I'm getting a warning that says it's bad video settings.
I'm in HD.
Oh.
So you're good.
I'm good. Well, fuck you, YouTube. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Yeah, you guys can see...
YouTube doesn't know shit. Apparently my vid was unlisted or something, and then, like, people were getting unsubbed from me, and then had to resub, and they're going to get notified. So it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
It happens.
You're drunk, YouTube. Go home. Don't tell me what to do.
It's fucking YouTube, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, you're already home. You're working.
But I'm telling YouTube to go home. I'm working. Quotation marks. Parenthetically, I'm working.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I didn't use parenthetically correct there, but I don't give a fuck.
Who cares?
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe if you wrote working... we're not doing a grammar thing here. All right. So, look, Sean McCoy. So this is what happened. I was gonna let you set it up, but you didn't want to do the setup.
Really?
So apparently his ex-girlfriend who lives in his house in Atlanta. Apparently she's a squatter that lives in his house. Somebody came in, beat the living shit out of her, tried to take her jewelry that LaShawn McCoy's been asking about, and then she goes and lawyers up. And alleges that LaShawn McCoy masterminded this whole attack on her. And he's in Miami. He's not even anywhere close to where this occurred. So apparently he's a criminal mastermind. And look.
The only one who could be a criminal mastermind is Kellen Winslow. Let's get it right.
Yes, Kellen Winslow was a fucking soldier, man. He was beast. Kellen Winslow Jr.
War.
Yeah,
then evolved into a life of crime.
Yes. What did he get caught doing after?
I forget. It was like, prostitution or like
male
robbery,
bribery.
Like
Kellen Winslow's crimes. We got to look this up. Crime. Now you've intrigued me. I might have to do a video. Oh, sex crimes. Yeah, rape, other sex crimes. So. Denny McClain was a better criminal than Kellen Winslow Jr.
Denny McClain was a very nice gambler.
Yeah.
He knew how to roll.
He knew how to do tax fraud. Tax evasion was Denny McClain's deal. But anyways, so apparently this woman gets the crap beat out of her. Horrific pictures. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't want to see someone get the crap beat out of them for any reason, right? And obviously she's a very pretty woman, and she probably makes her money from her looks, or at least whoever the next NFL guy that she's going to date.
That girl is a nice donk. I will give her that.
Yeah, she's got a big donk right here. I mean, pretty face, big, thick with the 2 C's. And, Shady, his name is Shady McCoy. Like, here's the thing, though, right? Apparently she's been linked to other NFL players and other abusive relationships. And
yeah, it wasn't like she related to Floyd Mayweather.
Yes, like allegedly Floyd Mayweather beat her too, and I buy it. Like Mayweather probably into that shit, right?
And Mayweather beat him to the punch.
Yeah, no,
sorry,
unintended.
No, that was terrible. I'm going to hell.
Should I start dancing again? If those are the jokes that are being brought, I should start dancing again. Seriously.
No, let's not revert back to the cringe. Yeah. No one wants to see your Tabasco shirt floss.
Hey, man. My Tabasco shirt is fire. All right,
dad joke.
Let's just turn this stream off. Let's end it now. All right, so anyway, she's been linked to several other abusive relationships. It's kind of like, you ever read The Laws of Power where it says you really need to avoid unlucky and unhappy people, it's kind of like I gotta start asking what McCoy's doing with someone who kind of likes abusers. But that's no excuse for abuse, right? She obviously got away from Floyd Money Mayweather, and her gold digging didn't work out there. But I'm just saying, it smells funny. Like, why did she have to go to a lawyer to outline the allegations against someone who obviously was not the immediate perpetrator?
My question is, why would you go on Instagram first?
Mm-hmm. Right, you've got an alleged crime, right? Something very serious, yeah, and you're posting it on social media immediately, and then accusing LaShawn McCoy immediately of it to someone who he's tried to evict from his house for over the past 6 months. Mm-hmm. Like, she's literally squatting in his house. And I think it's very smelly, this whole thing. Like, it doesn't seem like nobody wants to get the crap beat out of them for the purpose of framing someone, but it's much easier than getting really severely beaten, you know? I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but you guys, I've probably watched too much Trailer Park Boys to, have you seen Trailer Park Boys where they set up George Green?
Nah, I have not.
You never watched Trailer Park Boys? Oh, you're a horrible Canadian. Well, you're not even Canadian, but...
Well, I'm not fucking Canadian.
Right. Nah, dude, it's on Netflix, dude. They got 18 seasons of that shit, man. The best character is this guy named Bubbles. He's this dude with these huge goggles on, and he's a brilliant actor. He really does a good job. The actor's actually a comedian named Mike or something. But anyways, I think that this is very suspicious. I mean, she clearly has an agenda, and obviously Shady McCoy is denying the allegations. But I wonder how he got the nickname Shady, right? What do you think?
I need more info, unfortunately. Because unfortunately you get like the Reuben Foster situation where the woman admits that it's literally she did it just for publicity and to get back with him, and he's still suspended for 2 or 3 games.
That is absolutely absurd, right?
Yeah, I'm sitting there like, didn't he get cleared? It's the NFL. They're too crazy. That means Shady's probably going to get suspended for 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, and he could have nothing to do with this, right? Like, Janoris Jenkins was looking at possibly a suspension, but luckily his brother confessed to the murder of his friend or whatever, and, at least Janoris gets to not going to miss any snaps.
He might get suspended. Who knows?
For what? For his brother murdering? Like, hey, you're related to a murderer. We cannot have that shit.
Yep, you're suspended. Well, we're going from what the fuck is a catch to what the fuck is a tackle.
To what constitutes a work.
That's really about it.
Right. What constitutes missing time. Yeah, I could see the league that doesn't know what a catch is could not understand what the fuck discipline is. But this is the kind of thing that happens every offseason. Like, if you have a pool, if you just put one of those chalkboards up and just picked one, like, all right, we're going to have a murder this offseason. We're going to have a sexual assault. We're going to have, like that grid thing at the Super Bowl, where you buy the squares. I'm buying the murder and the sexual assault first before anybody gets it. And then traffic stop, some type of reckless driving would be on that grid. What else would you put on there?
I don't know. Probably some stupid shit because that's how the NFL rolls.
Hotboxing a Honda Civic with primo shit. I'd have to put that on one of the squares, right? Punching a security guard. Robbery, that's a good one. Why they don't need to rob anybody, Except apparently Shady needs to rob his own girlfriend. According to their lawyer. Why would you lawyer up? Okay, Julian Edelman gets popped for PEDs and can't even appeal. So much for white privilege, huh? Tiny white guy. I am full of hot takes tonight.
Please stop. I can't control all of the burn.
This is one of those nights where you text me and like, dude, that was bad, man. Come on, man. I'm bringing the fire tonight. Just don't take my
You've been playing too much Fortnite, haven't you?
I have been with the kids, you know.
Yeah, you as fire as that Gatorade. You know, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're like a bunch of 40-year-old execs trying to figure out how to deal with the hip, cool millennial kid.
We got to do that tweeter thing and the Instagrams or whatever it is.
Instagrams.
Yeah.
Is that the street slang for drugs? I got to buy like 5 Instagrams of weeds.
I heard that the guys, they smoke that cushion. That's what they're into, the cushion.
Cushion for the pushing.
Yep, that's right. More cushion for the pushing, man. Uh-huh. Get her done. Oh, we're not. No.
No, that's my line because I was in the NASCAR thing. You know how it is. It's like, turn left, even though it's not really turning left, but fuck it.
Oh, turn left. They do turn left, though. They go around. They do some road courses, though.
Oh, yeah. Watkins Glen.
Yep.
Sonoma.
Sonoma, right?
They do like Xfinity does Mexico City.
Oh, really? You know, America is one of those sports, like, just, this is a nice segue. No, we're not going to talk about World Cup, but we all like NASCAR, right? But the world loves Formula One. We just don't like all you foreigners, man. We going to make our own freaking race. Damn it.
Yeah, right.
Baldy. Yes, Emerson Fittipaldi is FPV. I'm just reading the chat, you know. Anyways. All right, so we'll talk a little NBA for you guys because the Kawhi saga is not over. It's not been resolved, and it's not even close to being resolved. And
Kawhi will probably never play another game for the Spurs. It's unfortunately going to be at that point.
Yeah, well, they're all in a terrible position, and I don't know why people want him so bad. He seems like a kind of an ass, right? But
why is it so hot?
What? It's put your mic on mute. Anyways, Kawhi, that's not solved. And then we had the Gordon Hayward gender reveal. I'm going to search that right now because that was funny. Gordon Hayward. I know there's been hot takes on this from, I think Jim Rome did it. Who else did it? Here we go. Mass Live. The dude wasn't excited, man. He was just so salty about having this third girl. And I'm just like, let's just watch it, all right, for the full effect. Let's see here.
Yeah, but the helium machine didn't work.
He's okay, figuring out.
Say, Daddy, can you help me?
Yes. His wife's kind of hot. A little thick with the 2 C's, right? Yeah, it's a girl. Yeah, dude, you gotta put it all the way in to have a boy. That's why I have 2 boys. That's right. Sometimes you gotta go all the way. That's why your sperm is weak, Gordon Hayward. You couldn't pump out a girl. This is the 3rd girl now. I see the 2 girls in the background. You're just surrounded by vaginas, and they're all gonna sync up and attack you. Is what's gonna happen, Gordon Hayward. Not a good look. See, the one thing that's funny is his lack of enthusiasm for having a girl. Like, he doesn't have a leg to stand on there. I'm letting that joke ride. Since Tree's not here to groan, I'm just letting dead air fucking take that one. I'm just saying, Gordon, you gotta step your game up. You're having a 3rd child. That should be amazing as it is, because having children is the greatest thing ever, because they make your life so wonderfully miserable sometimes, and they make you spend lots of money on them, and then you gotta send them to school, and now they're you know, Anyways, I'm rambling because Tree is probably, yeah, he's dead, everybody. So now I'm just going to run the board. Yep, this is supposed to be a co-branded show and all that, but, you know, maybe I'll bring up Gordon Hayward when he gets his shit together. Yeah, but that was funny. What are we at? We're only 21 minutes in. How are we supposed to have a conversation when trees been chopped down? That's pretty funny. Maybe he got pissed on, huh? His brain did slow down.
Sorry, I got caught in a family situation.
Really? You have a family? I was just talking shit about you the whole time.
That sounds about right.
Fucking dumbass.
This is why it's a dumpster fire.
Yeah. I was talking about Gordon Hayward's gender reveal and how unenthusiastic he was, and I said he really didn't have a leg to stand on. And
that sounds about right, man.
Yeah. And then I let it ride.
Never a leg to stand on.
Yeah, he does not have a leg to stand on.
Some dad jokes.
That's right. That's right. Look, hey, Heike, you can't be bringing up that shit, right? I mean, that's bad. You can't do that to us. Fucking shit. I did a whole video on the Stanley Cup, by the way, which is doing really well right now, about the secret protocol. So, guys, watch that when you get out of here. Instead of the NASCAR stream that Tree was on earlier.
All right.
I'm kidding.
That one doesn't have dead air on it.
I want to check out that NASCAR stream.
A guy driving through the Poconos.
Yeah, got to drive through the Poconos, Watkins Glen, up in the Finger Lakes. That's
there's literally a dude driving through the Poconos, and holy shit!
Holy shit!
What happened to the Reds? What the fuck?
What? What are you saying?
Fucking dicks.
Dicks?
Fucking Marlins are winning. What the fuck?
Oh, what? Oh, we got some scores going on.
Baseballs.
We can talk a little baseball, so I'll skip ahead. No.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Erik Karlsson. So, the Karlsson rumors reached their height last week. So bad to the point that all the NHL YouTubers and NHL gamers were creating false rumors, which were pretty funny. Saying that, what's his name? Karlsson had been traded for all of Toronto, things like that. I hate trade rumors.
I made like a quick rumor. I said like the source was my ass.
Well, at least you backed it up, right? Like you had the intestinal fortitude to do that. These other fuckers out here that have check marks by their names are just spewing hot takes on where they think Karlsson's going. And
everybody likes a good scorcher, you know that.
Right. And it's still not resolved. He hasn't been traded yet. And it just makes me wonder, are they just fucking with people, right? On these trade talks. Are they really serious about getting rid of him? Because he's got so much trade value. He's so much better than a Kawhi Leonard or to compare apples to oranges. He's going to make your D that much better by having him.
Thing with Karlsson, though, Ottawa doesn't really have leverage. Ottawa's not going to be able to re-sign him. Ottawa is having it's a shit show. They had to trade Hoffman for pennies on the dollar. Like, they are dealing with bankruptcy issues. They are dealing with a situation where Karlsson wants the hell out.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole situation's toxic. And let's be frank, if there's a team that will fuck this up, it's Ottawa.
Ottawa can and will fuck this up. It's Ottawa. They're fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, hey, the more I see Melnick squirm, the happier I'll be.
You say they're in a bad position, but they're trading Erik Karlsson. Like he is ready-made. He's a superstar. So
he had a bad year last year.
Well,
he looked really injured.
It's enough though. If you're Ottawa, you should be able to spin that and be like, hey, this fucker's gonna have a great year, man.
They're probably gonna have to take on some bad salary. Well, you know what also lowers his value? It's the fact they're so adamant on packaging Bobby Ryan onto them.
That's true.
That's going to lower the value drastically.
Right, because you're not getting Erik Karlsson at whatever he signed for or whatever he's going to sign for, which is $11 million. You're also getting Bobby Ryan at his $4 million,
$7.5 million.
Yeah, so really you're signing one player for $19 million versus, and that's 20% of a payroll right there. You know, I don't know. But I think the goal would be to pass that Ryan off to Arizona or somebody that wants to take salary, you know? So.
Well, Arizona, they're having their own ownership issues as well, so I don't know if they're in the mood to take on.
I think Erik Karlsson should go to the Warriors. I think Elon Musk should go to the Warriors as well, since they're so good at winning.
Technically, everyone should go to the Warriors. Dude, you should go to the Warriors. You should be their jock holder.
I should be their jock holder or their, like, dancing coordinator, because I'm just too good right now.
Yeah, you could dab on them.
I could dab on them.
Yeah, when they beat the Kings, you can just go in garbage time and dab on them.
Do you ever think about that? Like, I have no business on an NBA court. Like, if I were to...
Dude, I don't have any fucking business on an NBA court. I'm white as fuck.
Like, what could... Look, I'm half white, half Asian, and of Jewish descent. Like, basketball was one of those things that it's right next to Chinese water torture for me. Like, they're like, hey, do you want to have your face covered in cellophane and water run down over it or play basketball? I'd be like, give me the water, buddy. Let's go. Because...
Right.
Me playing basketball was like in high school, or we'd play pickup games in the gym, and my shit would get swatted into the rafters by like other smaller Filipino kids.
That's everywhere though, man. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. You go to a pickup game and everyone can ball. Like I did play a pickup game one time at a Y, and dudes were throwing alley-oops and, behind the back passes. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how good pickup games are. And then you think about the NBA, how goddamn good you have to be in the NBA. Not only do you have to be freakishly athletic, you have to be 6'20". So, anyways. So, speaking of memes.
Awesome. Right? Memes.
Yep. England, thank you so much.
England.
God save the memes!
You knew they were going to blow it, even though they had a really ridiculously easy route to the final.
Oh my god. It was theirs to lose.
What? You almost blew it to Colombia. That would have been glorious.
That's true, but then they dominated Sweden. I mean, they looked really good, and they looked good in the first 45.
Sweden was playing over their heads. That was the thing, too.
True. They should have brought in Erik Karlsson. But Croatia were pretty good. Croatia is damn good. They beat Russia on their turf, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, after like all the rumors sniped their goaltender.
Yeah. I mean, Croatia it's going to be a hell of a final. I think France, unfortunately, takes it. Those baguettes. France just looked really surgical, you know. And Belgium was a super team.
Goddamn Frenchman.
I know. Not that there's anything wrong with that, you know, with being French. It's just that I don't get the incessant hate of America by the French.
That's everywhere, though.
Yeah.
That's probably because, like, 15 years ago, we did the whole freedom fries thing, and freedom toast, freedom press.
You don't think it precipitates that? Where we liberated their country and we're like, can y'all send us some checks or at least give us decent service when we go visit your country, right? When we go in your gay Paris shit, can you at least, wait on us?
They get paid by the hour. They don't get tips, so they don't give a fuck.
Actually, I've heard stories of, friends that went over to France and, if you tip well, then they want to win your business and they go over the top for you. Like, they They're like, oh, you tip well. I don't know what kind of fucking accent that was, but it wasn't France.
That was a 5 points accent.
That's here in France. Let me do a French. Here in the Francais, we play very good soccer. All right? Latrine. Racist? How can you call me racist? Oh, Marc Bergevin. Marc Bergevin. Is that
no, you should call yourself, instead of 5 points Vegas, you should call yourself Frog Throat Vid.
Okay, who's the racist now? You know what I learned? Why do we call it soccer? Do you know why?
Soccer in the mouth.
Soccer in the mouth. Oh, sick
ole.
bird. Somebody get a... Hold on, let me Google it. Hold on.
Hold
on. List of burn centers. Here we go. Damn, son.
The massive burn applied directly to the forehead.
That's right. There's like 14 in California. So you need to get on that. 5 points vids. That's right. The level of sick burns coming through here. The hot takes. So much fire. We gotta do a prediction, man. For the final.
Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Prediction?
Yeah, give me a prediction.
How did I do last week? I know I whiffed on... I got England. I whiffed on Brazil.
We
because
both
they choked.
Let's look at the bracket.
France we got.
Yes.
And then I want to say... Did I pick Russia? Or did I pick Denmark?
You picked...
If that's the case, I was 1 for 3.
Yeah.
Or 1 for 4.
We picked at the quarters, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
I picked the glaze. I did. I picked the glaze over France, so I'm invalid now. And then I picked...
Yeah, I think I did France.
I picked Brazil over Belgium, so I suck.
Yeah.
I think I probably had Croatia, and then I did have England over Sweden.
I may have been Croatia. I'm not sure.
No, I think I might have taken the Russians. I might have taken the Russians, just because I was feeling that home cooking.
You're feeling contrarian.
Yeah. I was feeling.
We'll have to look it back on the tapes.
Yeah, we'll have to examine the takes. You know what's great about streaming with you is I definitely repeat myself and tell the same shit, but you also don't remember that I've told you that. So it really works out well.
Of course. Right. You have too much shit to go on in your life, man.
Right. But you're not going to correct me and be like, you've told that joke before. And you're like, you honestly don't remember either.
That's right, I don't give a shit. I mean, all the dad jokes blend into each other after a while.
They do. They just become one amalgamated
big dad joke.
Right, one sentient fucking giant turd of dad jokes like Chet from Weird Science. That's what it is. That is a reference that none of you will get. Not even you, Tree. Not even you.
Right.
Alright, so we gotta pick this fucking final, man. Croatia versus France. If you had those two teams when this tournament started, you can go fuck yourself.
No. I had probably Germany and
Brazil.
Fuck.
Brazil.
I don't know who else.
You probably had Brazil.
Maybe. Probably would have done another 7-1.
I'll give credit though. France was thought of as one of the favorites. So they're where they should be. I mean, they're good. They're good.
Yeah. They play a strong D.
They play that strong D. It's what you like, right?
So you like all the D.
We like
I know it.
Capital D. All right. I am going to go with, drum roll please, Français.
Français. Ooh. Vive la France. Vive la France.
Vive la France.
Aren't you romantic? Why don't you go drink a bottle of wine in that Gatorade cooler of yours?
Rosé. That's right. That sounds like the gayest wine. Rosé.
Right. Now, what would I do? I want to say France myself, but there's a part of me that just wants to be contrary. Say Croatia, because they've been really... But France knows how to play D, and they know to stifle people.
Stifle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, stifle.
Stifle. That's a good word right there, mate. So who are you going to pick?
Going France.
Damn it. We're both picking the same squad. You know what? I'm going to
That
change.
will both be wrong.
Yeah, that's true. Then we'll enjoy failure together because we suck at picking things. Except for the World Series, and I picked all of the NFL playoffs correct. So.
I picked the playoffs, Stanley Cup playoffs.
You did.
Like,
You nailed,
Washington.
you did
They're gonna win.
You nailed the NHL playoffs. You actually did, and I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, dude, if it were San Jose versus Washington and my gag prediction was like that, I would just shit. What? I was close, too.
Yeah. This was their fucking year, man. It fucking sucks, dude. Sucks. Gotta wait a whole year until we get back. I already miss hockey. How much do you miss hockey already?
I miss hockey a lot. Then we gotta get back to foosball.
Yep.
We got fucking baseball.
I
mean, the Pirates suck.
I don't start to miss football because it's always in the news cycle, right? Like there's always something about football. I guess probably about March is when it's the darkest time for football, but it's the cycles. We're only, 2 weeks away from training camp? Like,
yeah.
Burns ball. It's near. It's near. Once everybody reports, the news cycle will start because then some ACLs will get torn, some PEDs.
We've already had a few torn ACLs, though.
Yeah, mini camp.
Hunter Henry.
Yep. Hunter Henry. That sounds like a male porn star right there.
He's in L.A., plays for the Chargers.
Is he from Van Nuys, where they shoot all the porn?
Nah, I don't think so.
L.A. That's a good town. I've been there a couple times. Dodgers play there. Ugh. We need to start getting ramped up for the season, too, with football. Because I'm very happy to announce, I think y'all saw me tweet it, that SeatGeek sponsored me for football season. So
the glorious power SeatGeek.
Hey.
So glorious.
Uh-huh. How much beer have they bought you? Huh?
I don't know. I haven't spent any of my SeatGeek money.
Yeah, that's smart.
SeatGeek is always... I just want to go into a spiel about the 1 to 100 scale, viewing the seats from where you'd be sitting. I've used it a couple times. It's pretty good.
I don't feel
like
that I actually, do any work for them because I would just use the SeatGeek app anyways. And the fact that they pay me, it's like, I don't feel like, I'm doing any work for them. I'm going to use the SeatGeek app because it aggregates ticket prices from all over the web and puts them in one central place.
There you go. Exactly.
And lets you see the view from the seats before you even buy. I mean, I feel like I'm stealing money from them.
Take it where you can. I feel like I've used SeatGeek more since I've started using it in the vids.
Why wouldn't you use it? I mean, it's freaking great. You can get... you can't...
That's it.
Right.
Don't worry wrong.
I even gave them a shout-out when they weren't paying me, so you can't say that I'm a homer. That I'm...
I heard about it a few years beforehand. I ain't no homer. Come on.
Yeah. Just because they give me money doesn't make this any less of a relationship. Just because I pay a prostitute doesn't mean that it's not a sincere business relationship. I get what I need out of it, and yeah, we're going there. Okay.
Right. Oh yeah. Totally.
I'm just trying to fill time until we talk about baseball. We're just blowing through these hot takes. We're just.
What are you, flamethrower?
Woo! Yeah. Well, all these burns.
Hot.
Yeah, man. The burns are just coming out hot. I got so much salt. I just thought it was great that England lost.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if England won, they'd be fucking insufferable.
They would
That's all I'm
be.
saying.
They'd be like, right, here we are. We're in the finals. It's coming home. Blah blah blah.
You know it, man.
Right. Well, let's enjoy our tea interval and think about the next week. We're gonna play in the World Cup final because we fucking love. Dude, I would say though the World Cup semis and being that close to the finals, that's successful World Cup. That was almost like a win for them to be that competitive.
Well, they haven't been that far in years. Technically, it is.
They had such an opportunity to play their neighbors to the south, who they resent, and
the 100 Years' War.
Yeah. They had the chance. Croatia has no beef with France. There's nothing there.
And then France could have brought out Joan of Arc, and then England would have hung them and burned them at the stake for witchcraft.
You know what would be great is if the World Cup would do what Vegas does. Like the Golden Knights and puts on, but instead it's like a really racist, like stereotypical, like the Croats come out and like they replicate Bastille Day and two like big, you know, pile or the French Revolution, and then they hang like a Marie Antoinette, like wearing a French flag. And
Jesus Christ! If that was Sepp Blatter era, I could see it. I don't know if I could see it in the Johnny Baby era. I'm sorry, Gianni Infantino.
Right, and then the French like counter the Croats with like who was
They counter
there?
it with
Slobodan.
like a bunch of Bosnian Herzegovinans that beat the shit out of.
Right, and then like Slobodan Milosevic getting hung like in the town square and just.
I don't know if they really do worry about that because I mean that was Serbia.
That's true. I don't know the history
Because that might trigger some people.
That would. I'm sorry if I triggered it.
Because, like, I mean, he wasn't Croat.
Yeah, I guess they were fine. Wasn't he the ruler of Czech?
He was Serbia.
Yeah, he was Serbian, but he was the ruler of Yugoslavia, right? And then, yeah, whatever. They could run out like Scott O'Grady and, you know, do a little jet scene with that and how they rescued him and shit. Yeah. Remember Captain Scott O'Grady? His plane got downed, and then he ate bugs until they found him. That's what happened.
Sounds like a true American.
He is. He is a true American. More so than Shady Mccoy. He's not a real American. Shady McCoy.
Shady McCoy might be shady, but he's an American.
That's right.
Deny that.
That's right. He probably likes NASCAR too. I'm positive. All right. So let's talk baseball. We're going to pivot to baseball, close out the show. I want to talk about the All-Star game because even though it's kind of lost its luster over the years, it is
baseballs and the All-Star games.
It is.
If Blake Snell were on any other team besides the Rays, he would have made the All-Star team.
Who?
That's a shame. Blake Snell.
What is
the
he
Rays
batting?
pitcher?
How's he doing?
He's pitching like with a 2.5 ERA.
That is true. He's doing okay. Here are the roster reveals. So we're gonna run down whether any, but yeah, Snell did get
even worse. He's a 2.09 with a 12-4 record. It's
yeah, that is ridiculous. What? See, the thing with the All-Star game, my dad explained this to me when I was like 12 years old. He's like, yeah, the people that make the All-Star game were good last year. Or
a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Like, Bryce Harper made it with a 2.15 ERA. Yadier Molina is in it, even though he's old.
Mm-hmm. Well, look. Here's the NL starters, right? You got Wilson Contreras, Freddie Freeman, the lawyer.
He's good.
Yep. Javier Baez at second base.
Chicago.
Brandon Crawford. I think he's been an All-Star before.
Oh yeah.
Nolan Arenado.
Yeah, he's good.
Yep, he's
Markakis
good.
is
Nick
apparently having a
Markakis.
decent year.
So I fucking did that video, like, things that will not be said this season, and I just clowned Markakis the whole time. Of course, he's an All-Star. Mm-hmm. Matt Kemp, who I'm just surprised is still playing baseball.
Matt Kemp is actually doing really well. He's like hitting like let me look it up. He's hitting like 330 with 15 home runs. I'm dead serious.
He's good.
Matt Kemp, 312 batting average, 900 OPS, 15 homers, 18 doubles.
He's the guy that I personally hate because he was on my fantasy team and he just kept getting injured. Like Scott Rowland is another one where I picked him third overall one year and he just batted like shit. And that's why
sounds about right.
Yeah, that's why I have an irrational hate for Scott Rowland. I have an irrational hate for Matt Kemp for not fucking producing when I drafted him. And then now
he would be the one to hold like a rivalry on that.
A grudge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Here are the reserves. Buster Posey, who by all accounts I hear is a dick, is skipping the game because he's injured. JT Riamolto, Joey Votto deserves it. Goldie deserves it. Scooter Jeanette, Ozzy Albies, reserve. Trevor Story of a young man named Brady. Eugenio Suarez. Lorenzo King.
Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio. I said that totally wrong. Your boy. No. Christian Yelich.
The only reason why I know that is because they're...
Oh, Christian Yelich is good. He's good.
Yelich is a stud. Lorenzo Kane.
Yep.
Is good.
Charlie Blackmon. That sounds like a Jamaican name right there. Oh. So when does the stream get shut down for racism?
Well, that's why we're dropping to 85 viewers instead of 95.
Well, because 10 of the social justice warriors couldn't take the heat coming out of my...
No, I think they're just getting bored. I don't think it's a social justice thing.
Oh, you don't think my dad jokes and dancing can sustain 100 people?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm pissing people off. I don't care.
We got dumpster fire. Just saying.
I think we're talking about baseball, and people just would rather talk about football in the off season, but we cover everything here. We got Scherzer, DeGrom, who has been ridiculous and is also in a bunch of trade talks.
What a waste.
John Mo Lester. His nickname is Mo. Aaron Nola. Stop, dude. Stop.
Whatever.
Patrick Corbin. Mike Fultonewicz. How do you say that?
Fultonewicz.
You know, that's Polish. Sometimes that could be Widge. Like Fultonewicz. Miles Mikolas. Hader. Kenley Jansen, of course. Sean Doolittle. Brad Hand.
Hand job.
And Felipe Vasquez. All right, your American League starters. Wilson Ramos. Jose Abreu. Jose Altuve.
He's another waste. He needs to go to a real team.
Wow. Fire up
Jose
my accent.
Altuve.
Right.
Manny Machado.
Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez.
Mookie Betts.
Entirely Latino infield.
Yep. Miguel Throughout. Aaron Judge. And J.D. Martinez. Wow, there's more Latins in there than in a holding cell at the Texas-Mexican border.
Okay, that's probably going to get us shut down now.
Okay. There's more Latinos there than that are with their kids tonight. Okay. Because they were separated. Now, I'm not trying to make a joke about, whatever. Listen, the pitchers, no, these are reserves. Salvador Perez, Mitch Moreland.
Salvador Perez.
This is a fun one right here. Gleyber Torres.
He's been a stud.
Francisco Lindor.
Fall asleep.
Here comes the mute. Alex Bregman. Michael Brantley. George Springer.
Yeah, I think this is like...
What? Mitch Haniger. You have to say it what you think they are. Shinsu Nelson Cruz and Jed Lowry. Jed Lowry's having a great season, by the way. Jed Lowry has got career highs in home runs, and it's not even the All-Star break. Freaking amazing kind of season he's having. And Oakland is playing some good baseball, by the way, which is shocking.
Yep.
I guess
I know, and I said they sucked at the beginning of the year, so it's me eating shit again.
Yeah. So is Billy Beane like their president? He's not the GM
He's
anymore?
the president. I think they have somebody else as their GM.
Yeah.
I'm not sure of his name.
Some analyst from Harvard. All right. We got the pitchers. We got Verlander, Kluber, Sale, Luis Severino. Good pick. Garrett Cole, of course, leaves.
Pitching like a god.
Yeah, right. Gets run out of town in Pittsburgh. Now he's a god.
No, it's because Pirates squandered their two best assets, and Garrett Cole is on a real team and playing like he's supposed to.
Yeah. Got that spin rate. Jose Berrios. Haven't heard much about him. Who is he? Who is Jose Berrios? J.A. Happ. Probably because I haven't picked him up on my waiver wire. J.A. Happ. Trevor Bauer. Is he starting? I think he might start. Maybe Verlander would start. Edwin Diaz, Yo Jimenez, Craig Kimbrell, Aroldis Chapman. Still amazed that he can throw 120,000 miles an hour. And then Blake Trinan. So who do you think got snubbed?
Talking about snubs?
Yeah. So I think in the final vote, it was Gene Segura made it as one. And then who was it? I think Jesus Aguilar was the other one. So Trey Turner gets screwed, having a pretty good year.
Muncy got fucking screwed. He's hitting with fire.
Yeah, Max Muncy is good. Benintendi.
So Aguilar made it, they said?
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Aguilar's having a beast year. 303, 20 bombs, 59 ribs. He is having a beast year. He is. Benintendi is not in. Eddie Rosario having a monster year. I don't know how Segura won that vote over Eddie Rosario. Holy shit.
I don't know. Rosario's playing well. He's the only reason why Minnesota's any good.
Right. And then Stanton, Johnny Stanton did not make the All-Star team.
Giancarlo had that rough April. That's why.
Well, he was striking out more than, I don't even have an analogy for that. That's how hot these takes are. I wish I was going to say, maybe me at a supermodel convention, but I just pulled back. Sometimes you gotta limit the amount of dad jokes. That's right. Mm-hmm.
You eliminating dad jokes? It's kind of a bold statement there, Cotton.
It's kind of an oxymoron, really. Limited dad jokes.
Emphasis on moron, right?
Yes. There's no really chill ever with the dad jokes. It's always pathetic all the time.
Bitch, I never chill. You know that. There was no chill in my dictionary.
Yeah, I know it, man. You don't relax at all. You're just.
I'm not super chill at all.
No.
I just open beers, and that makes me chill.
That's right. Nah, man, I think it riles you up. I think beers are something that gets you going. So I want to talk about something. We'll close out the show. So tonight was my neighborhood's HOA meeting. And my neighbor is just a fucking dick. And he once called the fire department on me for having a fire pit in my backyard. And he's constantly been bothering me about my backyard and things that really no one has any... Like, he's just being a dick. Like, he thinks that I should mow my grass every freaking day and make my house look as manicured as him. And it's just gotten to the point is I've lived next to this asshole for 7 years, and he's just one of those bitch-ass neighbors that is like, yeah, you need to mow your grass, or you need to, right? And it's beyond that of a normal complaint. It's just him being an asshole. And so we have I'm on my HOA board, and we had a meeting tonight to talk about the HOA and things that needed to be fixed. And this fucker starts like personally attacking me in front of my neighbors. And it ended with me
Sounds
basically.
about right.
Yeah. And I'm just like, look, dude, don't ever speak to me. Like I said this in front of 50 other people. I was like, never speak to me again, was what I said. Ooh. And so then he tries to.
Did you tell him, don't you know who I am? Did you give him that little spiel?
I didn't do the Mo Green thing. I should have done the Mo Green. Like, I am an internet sensation.
You're an internet superstar. You have over 100,000 subscribers.
100,000
you have 100.
Right.
And you have 100 people watching a fucking YouTube. You're like hot shit.
Right.
It's what all the hot kids are doing now, man.
That's right. Right. And I'm 42, so fuck you. If I gave your email address to my followers, they would have you signed up for every porn site out there. But I'm not going to do that because I'm showing restraint. But it ended up with him. He kept trying to talk to me, and I just looked at him. And I said Joe, because that's not his real name. Right. Let's just say that he has a name that rhymes with Shreve. And I was like, hey, I said, I'm telling you to stop talking to me. And he kept talking. I said, dude, you're harassing me. So please stop talking to me. Because the next step after that was I would have to, like, be a bitch and call the cops. Like...
Right.
I've only had one beer from this guy, Urinating Tree. Who is that guy?
Sad.
Yes. So anyway,
it's nice watermelon wheat.
It is nice.
So
What is that? A watermelon wheat?
21st Amendment high watermelon wheat. Good
What's
shit.
it called? First Amendment.
21st Amendment.
Oh.
I don't know if they sell it in Virginia, but they sell it in PA.
21st.
Good shit.
I thought in
A can.
Isn't there different laws in Pennsylvania? Like, don't they have to deliver the beer to you or something? Like, really weird.
No, I think they hopefully changed it.
But
their laws are archaic as fuck.
I thought near Philly, like, there was really weird distribution rules.
Yeah.
Can you just go into a store and buy beer where you are?
You can go into gas stations. You can't go into stores.
What? That's absurd.
Yeah. It took us so long to get it in gas stations, too.
So
That's
wait a
serious.
minute.
You were only able to buy it, like, by the case. You were only able to get it, like, 6-packs at bars, and they were grossly overpriced.
Are there blue laws or something in Pennsylvania? Was this the Amish doing?
Yeah, it took us it was 5 years ago. 12 packs.
So they just were like, "Look, if you're gonna drink, you need to get wasted." Was that the?
No, it just like because the laws are archaic as fuck.
Their laws are basically saying, "Look,
ass backwards. Like we can barely buy wine or spirit or liquor in any like convenience stores. It took us so long to get it in gas stations, and now we're starting to get it there, and now we're finally updating to the 1970s.
Yeah, welcome to the 70s, Pennsylvania. Like, we have liquor stores that are open on Sundays here.
Oh yeah, there are some open on Sundays too. Like they changed that as well.
I like how they're saying either you have to get really drunk when you buy alcohol, and we want you to get in your car immediately with that alcohol.
Well, the reason why is that they want to tax the shit out of it. That's why.
Of course. That's right. Because, you know, that's why there will always be a black market, even when they legalize weed. Because they tax the shit out of it. There's always going to be some guy named Smitty growing weed in his closet, and it's going to be 10 times better than the shit that you get at the dispensary, because Smitty knows how to grow that shit. And you're going to get it tax-free on your Reeboks all year long. That's right. So I'm looking at this watermelon. What's that?
Yin's nut.
Yin's nut. I'm looking at this watermelon funk. That looks like a tasty, tasty beer right there. Well branded.
Yep.
Could taste like shit, but you know.
21st Amendment hell or high watermelon wheat.
Is that the law that
It's not the sour ale. It's a watermelon wheat. Difference. But it's still really delicious.
Is that the 21st Amendment? Is that the law that restored drinking? Is that what it was?
I think.
That's where America said, fuck you to the Puritans. We gotta have our fucking alcohol. That's what.
Fuck prohibition.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't legislate.
Fuck you, prohibition.
That's right. Spanos and prohibition can get fucked. Oh man. I'm so ready for football, man. There hasn't been any fucking of Spanos for so long. Like we need there's gotta be some.
You could have said Spanos was Hugh Hefner from all the fucking.
Yes, that's right. He hasn't been fucked though. He hasn't gotten the good dick down since fucking January of last year. So it's time, Spanos. Better prepare your colon for freaking sports ball. Look at everybody paying respect right there. Take a shot. Listen, Redneck Gamer, take a shot every time I say a dad joke. You'd be dead by the end of the show.
We'd be dead in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that whole dancing routine would have bodies arriving at the morgue.
Yeah, we'd be like floating down the Chesapeake. You're like, oh god, I'm gonna get drunk.
Right. You'd be recreating the death of Edgar Allan Poe within 5 minutes, basically.
Pretty much.
In a gutter somewhere in Baltimore would be is a walking dad joke.
It's like everything else in Baltimore. It dies in the gutter.
That's right. That sounds pretty much on par, right?
Yep, even the Orioles.
Yeah, I am a walking dad joke. All right, I think it's time that we put these walking dads jokes to bed and call it a night. Tree.
Yes, sir. Sounds like a...
Got any final words? Tree?
5 points, as
Yeah.
always.
Can you hit us with a fuck you, Spanos?
Maybe I'll sound less drunk next time.
Oh, are you drunk right now? Is that why you were
No.
critiquing me
God,
so
no.
hard?
God, no.
Oh, you
I've only had one.
Yeah, you only had one.
Like,
beer.
fuck.
Right.
This is awful.
You didn't drink during the NASCAR show?
I didn't have any.
You got to drink when you're talking about NASCAR, man.
No, I mean, all you saw was Jeebus Cross and pictures of watermelon and random flowers and paper towel dispenser. Really
I do
about
like-
it.
At the NASCAR race, they actually do have like a massive prayer before the race starts. Like, could you imagine that, like, at an NBA game or, you know?
Most holy basketball gods,
right.
may we not be fucked against the Warriors today. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Goat. Amen.
That's right. And it's
Let's
a
play
shrine
ball.
to LeBron or it's Jordan.
It's LeBron, and you have to carry an entire team towards him, and you have to lay it on his hands. It's like Atlas.
Instead of like a crucifix that LeBron had to carry up to Calvary, it'd be like his 4 teammates.
He's carrying J.R. Smith. That's really about it.
He's got a crown of thorns, and J.R. Smith and Kevin Love are on his back.
Kevin Love's injured. J.R. Smith's just sitting there drinking a bottle of Henny. Then you got George Hill not giving a shit, and Larry Nance Jr. trying to do something, but he's stuck in the pile.
Right. That's why he did his exodus to L.A. He crawled through the desert for 40 minutes, and 40 tops of minutes and 40 bottoms of minutes, and then he's now in L.A. Oh, by the way, I've changed my opinion on Lonzo being on L.A. He needs to be on that team. I want the Lakers to be the biggest, hottest dumpster fire ever. Hotter than this show. Like,
The Lakers have been a pretty good dumpster fire for the past few years, though.
yes.
So I'm hoping for a nice situation.
Could you imagine the first time LeVar openly criticizes LeBron's game?
Dude, if that happens, I'm going to see LeBron, chuck him out a window.
It's going to happen. It is happening. And you know it. Like, LeVar is going to be like, well, if LeBron would pass the ball to Lonzo, maybe we
Then
wouldn't have this
Lonzo could
problem.
go 1 for 15 on the field.
Right. The first off night where LeBron only puts in 18 points on 5 for 30 shooting, and LeVar goes into him. Yeah, it's going to be hotter than New York. That's right. You're right. All right, we got to sign off because now as soon as we find our rhythm, it's time to end the show.
We're just rambling all day. Don't worry about it.
It's true. We ramble from the start. Why do we even put together an agenda? I don't even fucking know.
We haven't put up an agenda since the first month we started. We were going to be all nice and organized, and it just turned into fucking rambling.
It is nice when you have some bullet points, but bullet points are weak.
I mean, dude, I had a plan for my live stream, and then it devolved into just responding to a bunch of super chats. That's really what it comes down to.
It involved
Things change.
To you counting how much money you were making from all the super chats was basically what it was. That's right. No. I think it's a great
I didn't want to turn this into a whoring session, but I kind of turned it into a whoring session. Inadvertent.
We always whore, man. We did 5 minutes of time on SeatGeek. What the fuck, dude?
Hey. Don't diss the power of SeatGeek.
Right. And money. All right, let's sign off. I don't have anything else to say. I'm 5 Points Vids, and that's Urinating Tree, and you made it to the end of the hottest, steamiest dumpster fire in the history of dumpster fires.